Hello, welcome back. I'm Kelly. This is Mind Over Matter. Should be called The Truman Show. That's what we're doing here, right? Everybody wants to know where she been. So my spirit said, so let's do a show, right? The name of this video is going to be because I'm part of the collective, so if anybody except for if anybody sees this, like besides the ops, you are the collective, I'm the collective. And if you're drawn to this video, it's because you're probably going through the same thing. Not a lot of people, but there's some. So you are the victor, not the victim, right? Because you have faith and you have heart and you stand in truth and you stand in the light, and people are trying really hard to make a lie true, like really hard, like months, of planning and scheming, like, and not one person put like a second thought into making sure the original information that they got was the truth, because it would have been really, really easy to prove this person's a liar, right? But when we don't know how to acknowledge and process our feelings, we act out in ways that make whole communities and towns into monsters. So that's what we're doing. Well, that's what they're doing. I'm leveling up. That's what I'm doing, right? And with that being said, it's a lot of people wanting to be nice now, right? It's like, let's make a deal. Let me try to get her bound to me by some shady ass agreement, they're offering help. Like, everybody's got receipts. Now all of a sudden everybody wants to switch sides. Look, you got to take that up with God. And some of them, just because you haven't outright said, I see you, I know what you're doing, like, they think that you're still clueless, especially family, right? All this for dollars, like, this is crazy. But this is what we're doing, and I'm leveling up. So I just want to tell you all, thank you so much. Like, you don't even know, I already got my dream. I'm not getting back in karmic contracts. I'm not bound to nobody, and I've already had my dream. So, ta-da! you know, uh, if you look at consciousness as a system, like the internet, as you know, we have algorithms, which is our attention, then you can expect that there's also moderators of this consciousness. There are beings constantly whose job it is to make sure people are playing by the rules, right? And judgment is upon us. If you haven't seen the separation, there's groups of people and then there's people being separated. Like, spiritual judgment is on us. So that's that. All right, but I had a bunch of things. Oh, and they're trying to hack your devices. They need to know the plan. That's what it is. They need to know the plan. They can't figure out the plan. So they're trying to hack your devices and anything else. But we're already 25 steps ahead of that. So nobody cares. Big plans trump small people. That's what I have written down here. Big plans trump small people. 100%. Because we are the main characters and we're on the hero's journey. If you are not the main character of your life, then you're not doing something right, right? If someone else is your main character, like these people, group chats, oh my gosh, group chats, meetings, like they party, like it's just their whole life is revolved around, like, you are giving them purpose. You have relationships, you're the glue that holds them together. It's not very sticky glue, I might add. So do with that what you will. And while all this is going on, you know what you're doing, collective? You're breathing life into people. You're still helping the world. Because there is a way out. There is. If I can do it, you can do it. You just have to be accountable, you know? And once you become accountable at least one time, you really consider doing things that you are ashamed of, because you have to be accountable for the things you do, you know? I think people are starting to actually believe in God. Why would I be here? He uses the imperfect to do his perfect work. So my life is an example and a testimony to anyone, you know? The victor, not the victim. You know, the past is an imprint, right? It's not something fixed. It's fluid. You can change it. It's not, look how far she fell. It's, damn, look how high she climbed. She came back from that by herself, for herself, showed up every day for herself and for God. And she did it. And if I can do it, you can do it. God's got your back, you know? There's nothing like fear and guilt and shame to enslave somebody. That's what they use. It's all an illusion. Your spirit has never been hurt. You maybe have experienced things, observed things, but your spirit has never been hurt. It's intact. Stop giving your power away. I will be broke but free. You know? 100%. You guys? All right. So the collective, you're persevering, you're goal oriented, you're disciplined, you're prayed up, your vibes high, you know? You don't quit. You don't surrender. You don't yell, uncle. Not when you stand in truth and you stand in the light and you stand next to the Most High God. I'm here to help the world. You're here to help the world. Why would the people here to destroy the world win? If I was like this horrible person, or you were like this horrible person who deserved all these things, don't you think this stuff would have worked? You know? We have to put some common sense into things. And this isn't just my test. This is everybody's being tested. Your heart's being tested. Your character's being tested. Your faith's being tested. You know? Here's a tip. If you have Netflix, which I'm sure everybody does, watch this show called The Good Place. There's a lot more truth to that than you think. You know? Everybody has free will. Everybody has a chance to choose all the time. All I did was choose myself. That's all you did, collective. You chose yourself. Look, I have so much faith in my spirit guides and God that if something leaves my life, I walk away with a smile on my face because I know it's not supposed to be there. That means that person, that job, that situation, they are not in alignment with us, right? And anything out of alignment falls away. Not to mention bottom barrel relationships. Who's going to fight for that? That's stupid. Just because you're not arrogant or cocky or pompous doesn't mean you don't have confidence. Oh my God. It's because you're authentic. And when you're authentic, you don't need the fluff. You don't need the show. You don't need the razzle dazzle. You know, you're not trying to be anything to anyone. I've never set out to prove anything to anyone, convince anything to anyone. What I'm doing with my life is nobody's business. Nobody's. And how you feel about me is none of my business. You know? Jeez Louise. Suffering promotes growth. That's why we go through it. To evolve. Because that is everyone's destiny. Every being here is to grow and evolve. And unfortunately, the way this planet works with the duality, you know what you like by dealing with what you don't like. You know what's wrong inside by the things you feel bad about. If you feel bad about yourself, your body's like the most extraordinary navigation system. It's like an alarm going off. Something needs to be looked at. Something needs to be addressed. You know, for your own benefit. And that's why we feel bad in the first place. You know, it's soul growth. Our spirits want to grow. You know, getting rid of me or anyone else is not going to magically make anyone's life better. And I absolutely refuse to ever like sign up to play a role that I don't want to play. Like, your projections are your projections. They're not mine. There's nothing you're going to do to make it real. Not to me. I don't live in delusion. Right? Like, you know, this system, this consciousness has laws and rules and things in place. And like, that's why astrology and the zodiac is so important, because like, think of the planets as like programs, you know, Saturn, which is rules, oppression, Venus, love. Those are the different programs that run into our consciousness. And then you break down the zodiacs and the houses, and it's kind of like how the consciousness system runs, you know, which program you're getting next. And I try to help everybody. I'm trying to level everybody up. My job is to be the example, and that's hard. It's really hard. And you have to be brave, right? You got to stand on your own. You have to believe in yourself. Because ain't nobody showing up to stand next to you. And that's okay. I get it. I was there too. But this is your invitation to level up. I wouldn't let fear stand in the way. I'm not. And I'm just a girl. You know, with teams of people, you're trying to block every obstacle in my path. But I'm still here. If I don't fight for me, nobody will. Who's going to fight for you? Not, what do you guys got? Honor among thieves? I don't think so. Everybody's got receipts on everybody. Like, I'm thankful I was separated. Are you kidding me? Like, this is insane. You know? And you guys were all warned about it. Like, you got your information from a psychopath, right? So, I don't know. I want you to know that I love you. All of you. And I'm still cheering you on. I know it. I know you got it in you. I know you do. But if you're not ready, you know, I mean, that's you. I live with me. I don't judge anybody. You know, I'm the last person to judge. You know, that's why they say it's lonely at the top. And not everybody can go where we're going. They're tested to see what their intentions are, you know, what their character's like. And that's on them. So you're out picking yourself, and that feels amazing. It feels amazing to love yourself. If anything, like, I've felt so much divine love, angelic, celestial love in these past couple months. Like, when I leave this time-space reality, I'm going to be welcomed home like a hero. You know? So whether you stage an ending or some kind of like craziness to make what they said about you true, because God forbid they're wrong and they have to be accountable, it doesn't matter. I know what I stand for, and I know who stands beside me, and they got my back. If I got me, I'm good. Are you kidding me? I'm like the star player on my team. And as we're going through all this in the portal, congratulations to everyone that made the shift. Oh my God. It's like a wave, a fire hits you, and you just stay at peace, and it consumes you, and you're in the fire, and then all of a sudden you realize you're the fire. Bam! You're the fire. This girl is on fire. I bet you that's exactly what that song is about, you know. A life without tests, challenges, and adversity is a life without living. I feel honored and blessed that I've even been put in this position. because it means leveling up, you know? Let's see what else. Yeah, nobody's leveling up on my back. There's no identity theft. There's no stealing of property, inheritances, money, anything. So, I don't care what Wi-Fi you hack or whatever you do. It's not going to work. Nobody's binding themselves to me. I do not agree. I do not accept. Like, time's over. So, but it is exciting to see that people that really mocked my spirituality are suddenly so into it. You know, if it gets you close to God, then I'm glad. You know, if attacking me gets you to get to know God, then attack away. Because that's why I'm here. And it's my ticket out of here. So, I love you. I know you guys can do this. I'm still rooting for you. Even if you do want me to unalive myself. You know? Jeez Louise, let's see. I channeled a bunch of stuff. All this was to show who to leave behind, you know? I'm not aligning with anyone in the past or on any past timeline. So, dun, dun, dun. I guess this is just like an ops message, you know? Nobody wants to go to jail. No, everybody's trying to cover up everything. Like, to like the nicest person in the world. Oh my gosh. Just know I see you. I see every one of you. And I'm still praying for you. Even the people I don't know that are attacking me, I'm praying for you too. I would do like some cleanses to get the entities off. Because there's a lot. From all the consecutive rituals, like there's a lot. So, and even if you don't believe in God, He believes in you. So, that's what I have. Stay safe out there. Happy Saturday. Bye.